My opponent made me go second, so... Oh boy, I guess I'm gonna have time to do my intro. Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman, and welcome back to Master Duel. Still playing Maliss here, and we did open with the one of fun of Dimension Shifter. And while we're at it, we're also gonna use Flawless here, because any other turn, that card would be very, very dead. So let's just see if my opponent has any responses to that. Good, if this just skips my opponent's turn, then I may just kill them. Because Maliss has an OTK line, and we're gonna see if they even do that. There aren't actually too many changes with the meta. YuGiOh has been picking up a lot of steam, so definitely no surprise there. But again, both decks, Maliss and YuGiOh, are still missing a couple of key pieces from Alliance Insight in order to truly push them to Tier 1 status. So until that day comes, we will just be in this like weird middle ground of Maliss having all of its cards but not all of its support, and same thing with YuGiOh. But we're gonna see what my Resonator opponent is gonna do. I mean, yeah, I quite literally just skipped his turn because if he special summons, he's gonna lose them to the Void anyway. So let's see what I got. I mean, I do have everything. I almost have everything. So we're gonna normal summon Dormouse. We're gonna try to banish because we don't have access to our graveyard lines like at all. So we're gonna banish Chessy Cat, and we're even gonna draw 2 cards while we're at it. Maliss plays under Dimension Shifter really goddamn well, more than any other archetype. At least at the current moment. So we're gonna banish White Rabbit. Yes, we'll draw 2 cards. We got another White Rabbit. This is insane. Then we do that. Then we do this. There we go. Then we activate her effect. And on the 5th summon, we're gonna do our thing. So that happens. And then we do this. We get Heart Scripter. There we go. And then, yeah, they're all gonna get banished, blah, blah, blah. The only one that will come back is Dormouse, because she's the only one who has not activated her effect yet. We're not gonna use those effects just yet. So we're gonna put her here. There we go. And then we're gonna use... actually, we're gonna go into combat so that it will be at quick effect speed. So we'll activate this. Then we're going to return Chessy Cat into the deck. There we go. And then we're gonna banish this face down, and then we're gonna attack with these 2. There we go. And then this as well. There we go with Dormouse, and then we activate MTP07, and then we banish Heart Scripter. There we go. And then we add, I don't know, March Hare to hand. And then, yeah, that's banished. Heart Scripter will activate her effect. Queen of Hearts doing her thing per usual. Then she moves in for the kill. Let's move on to the next duel. Lost the die roll yet again. So let's see. Oh, my opponent's rocking a slightly thick deck. So let's see what they're on. We opened once again with Flawless, and we also have Drone Lockbird, but it's only really if my opponent does anything too insane. So we're gonna hold off on that. Probably on my turn. We can play under Drone Lockbird pretty well. Onomats. Okay, that is interesting. We can even get March Hare down right away. Okay, sure. I want my opponent to, you know, overcommit, and so that I can draw a couple of cards. I'm gonna use my draw like way later if my opponent gets anything egregious. Okay, Zubababancho, Gagagakot, then the Dwarf, Go Glove, sure. Yes, I do not. I started on the first one, but the second one was flawless, if you can believe that. Yep, Utopic on a mat, sure. Sure, keep doing your thing. You're gonna special summon. You're finally gonna make me draw a card. Sure. Probably once they summon their Xyz monster. Sure. He's gonna summon 2 more, question mark. This is where Max C would have been so much better, but I don't know. I don't remember actually if the Onomats summon from the deck. I do know that they search a lot, so there's that. But I want them to summon from the extra deck. I want them to, you know, overcommit. and I'm gonna see if I can break their board. So there is that. But my opponent's internet is notwithstanding. So let's see what they're gonna go for. They already special summoned, and you can only summon Xyz monsters for the turn. Yeah. Let's see what my opponent is on. I guess we're never gonna know. My opponent's internet disconnected, unfortunately. Oh well, we take wins like that around here. Let's move on to the next duel. Won the die roll this time, so let's see what kind of board I can set up that my opponent cannot possibly break. Ooh, this is a hand that will very easily collapse if this does not push through. So we're gonna find out soon enough. And well, we got max seed, so we may just stop right here, but I am not going to. I am no coward. So let's see what we can do. We don't have too much else in here, unfortunately, because this only works if there is a Maliss card in the graveyard. So we'll sadly have to be satisfied with White Rabbit. And then we go White Rabbit. Then we put this here. There we go. Then I believe this should be enough, unfortunately. So we do this. And we set this, and we set this. I believe that's going to be enough, more than anything else. Although we can go into SP Little Knight as well, just so that we can hedge our bets in the future. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see, this is 1, then 2, then 3. Yeah, I think it's more than enough, because we're not going to be able to do too much in this board anyway. So, that's sad. And then, oh wait, what we can do is we special summon template skip. We'll be going with 4 summons, but we need at least 1 Maliss monster on the field in order for everything else to work. So we're gonna see what happens here. Yeah, 1 special summon, 2 special summon, 3 special summon, and then the 4th one will be the 4th one will be SP Little Knight. So. And we're not going to activate her effect to banish Dormouse from the graveyard. So we're gonna see here. Baldrake. Well, that fixes what I wanted to do. So yeah, sure. Banish it. I don't really care. She's going to be negated. Well, she's not going to be negated, but I'm not going to summon her out. Excuse me. No, I'm not going to activate her effect. No, I will not activate any of those effects. Then we go into SP Little Knight here. Boom and boom. This will be our 4th summon, and that will be more than enough. There we go. I'm gonna put her here. And then, do we banish this guy? If your opponent special summons a ritual, except during the damage trap, tribute one other, then banish it. Okay, no. We're actually going to banish their ball sack. So there we go. So there won't be any problems in the future. And yeah, that's it. Pretty weak board, all in all, but we do have a negate. And then we have other ways to do the thing if we're even allowed to do so. So let's see. Draw phase. Do we add to hand? I don't think so. We're just going to allow that to happen. And we do have a negate. Maliss in the mirror. Target a face-up monster. That's not going to help, sadly. So opponent's playing Blue Eyes. So this is going to be a tough fight for us. Let's see what my opponent has for me here. Okay, Doctor No More is not nothing, but we still have our back row, so that's fine. SP is just not going to. SP is just gonna die, so that's to be expected. Let's see what else my opponent has for me here. Neo Kaiser Seahorse, sure. Let's see what to try to do. I mean, if this. Basically, if Seahorse doesn't do his thing, Mausoleum of White will do what he does as well. So, I am not surprised that they're going down this route, and you can definitely feel the hit that was done to the Blue Eyes deck, because they're using shit like Neo Kaiser Seahorse. If this is Link summoned, sure, you can do that. I believe that this guy sends to the graveyard, if I remember correctly. And then that's when wait, did they not activate their spirit? Does that mean that they already have everything in hand? We're gonna find out soon enough, because our negate is still up, so Let's see what they do. Target a face up, then you send to the graveyard. That is fine. So we're gonna see. Okay, sure. Sending blue eyes. That is fine. Let's see what else they do here. Okay, wishes. Okay, again. Okay, sending that. I think what we should do is we should still just bring out Heart Scripter, and then we're gonna use MTPO7 because they already control 3 cards. So we're gonna be sacrificing the Queen of Hearts here, but I think it's only for MTPO7 to be a really, really powerful banish effect. So I hope this works. We're gonna find out soon enough. We can't even because there are no link arrows. Jesus Christ. What we can do is I never realized how screwed I was. We're just gonna get White Rabbit. Then we're gonna make her search, the last one of the bunch. So we're gonna see. Okay, opponent is doing their thing, and oh wait, no, it's not gonna trigger anyway because of what TB11 does. So it's just a blocker now, I guess. I forgot the TB11 negates the monster you summoned, so that's sad. Okay, yep. Sage doing his thing. We can still try because there's still a colon. Well, wait, no, it only targets. Well, shit. We're gonna do this because I mean we literally have nothing else that I mean we have to nip it at the bud while we can because the maiden is not yet in rotation. So this is definitely the best possible place for us to do this here. I guess we just banish the White Rabbit. There we go. And then yeah, that's negated. Then that White Rabbit triggers. There we go. Then we do this. We put her here in the middle because we can. There we go. Then we trigger her effect. Then if my opponent gets wow, they are willing to go that far. Oh, it's go second Blue Eyes because you don't normally see shit like that in normal Blue Eyes. So we just do this here because we literally have no other window to do so. I guess we just get March Hare. Because she special summons herself. It's also an additional blocker that we can put down if my opponent tries to be funny with his attacks. So we're gonna see. I probably should have also just waited until he got rid of my SP Little Knight, and then we can do the other things instead. Yeah, I definitely should have done it that way instead. Okay, I guess there's no other opportunity. We're gonna do this here. Although if we can actually banish Maliss in the Mirror so that we can get the field spell, but I don't know if we even have an next turn. So we can do that, but again, I don't know if we even have an next turn. So opponent definitely played to his outs here, and go second Blue Eyes. Never thought I'd see the day. But yeah, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I mean, a lot of the monsters in the deck are like huge beyond belief anyway, so I'm not confident about my my chances of survival here. So we're just going to wait and see as to what happens here. But I'm pretty sure my opponent's gonna win somehow, but if they make a mistake somewhere, then I will be here recording it. So we're just going to skip to the next interesting point because I literally have no other point of interaction here. We're just gonna turn the priority off so that my opponent can just pop off without any interruptions now because I've exhausted everything. So let's just see if my opponent wins, which is very likely, or somehow I live and then I kill them instead. So I'll see you guys at that point, or we just move on to the next duel. Won the die roll, so let's see what kind of board I can set up. And oh wow, that's a really damn cool animation. Okay, ooh, this is a spicy ass opening hand. Going to White Rabbit and see what happens from there. Code of Soul is a free special summon, so we don't need to go into anything else anytime soon. So we're gonna see. Okay, MTPO7, always the get here. Opponent concedes. Good God. Sometimes you just get wins like this around these parts these days. Let's move on to the next duel. Won the die roll, so let's see what I can do from here. Again, this would have actually been worse, but Gold Sarcophagus is Gold Sarcophagus, so there is that. let's see what I can do here. So we do this here. There we go. Then, okay, opponent did not do anything about that, so that's already scary. And not just scary, but scary. So we banish Dormouse. There we go. Then we'll try to draw 2 cards, or should we just get the trap card into rotation? Probably. Then Dormouse. No, I'm not gonna activate Max C. Nearly made a mistake there. That happens. Then we get Chessy Cat, or we just go into White Rabbit. Yeah, we just go into White Rabbit. It's always that. You don't really need to go into Chessy Cat if you don't need to. So, when we do this, there we go. Then we need to get into the field spell. So we do this. There we go. And then, no, I don't want to activate that one just yet. Then we go into wait, what do the girls require again? 2+ monsters, so it needs 3, and that's sad. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I did not mean to press that one. We go into Splash Mage. There we go. Boom and boom. There we go. Then we revive this, or rather we summon them there. Then we do this. We put Template Skipper. There we go. Then we banish a card from the graveyard. White Rabbit, and yeah, they've both already used their effects, so it'll just be another name. So we banish Dormouse. Then we use Splash Mage here. We're gonna summon White Rabbit. I was about to banish it but I forgot that Splash Mage has a revival effect. So now we go into Red Ransom. Then we're gonna try to get the field spell. There we go. I didn't even need to go into that. Good God, I wasted those resources, and for what? For nothing. So we get Red Ransom. Then we're gonna get a field spell. There we go. Now we have that in rotation. We do this. Then we get a Chessy Cat. Finally, there we go. We don't need to go into March Hare just yet, so we do our thing here. There we go. We're gonna put her here, and then that will trigger her attack switching effects. So there we go. Hell, we can even banish March Hare and just get her back to hand. And ooh, another Dormouse. Hell yeah. Yeah, we just get her back because there isn't really much else we can do here. We're gonna get March Hare back because we haven't activated her in-hand effect yet. So there's that. There we go. And we have not normal summoned this turn. Oh, this deck. Then we do this. We do. We're gonna banish the White Rabbit. There we go. Then we summon her out here, and then we do this, and then we summon out we could go into that, but we don't have enough link material, sadly, so we can go into this first. So we have another body. There we go, link decoder, and I think that should be enough for Appaloosa. No, still not showing up. That is sad. So we do this instead. There we go. There we go. And we put White Binder here. Then we get the final card out of our deck. So we thin our deck a lot. We banish those. And I guess we banish this guy because he's not gonna... Oh, wait, no. We banish the Template Skipper because he's not gonna be doing much at this point. Then we activate Link Decoder because this guy is banned for a reason. He extends way too much. There we go. Then we put him here. There we go. Then those happen, and then we set a Maliss thing. Then we get here. There we go. Again, we have not normal summoned this turn, so now we normal summon. And then we go into still no it's not available. Why? So 3, 4, and 5. We go into terahertz. There we go. Yes, user has 3 materials. We go into terahertz here, and because it's pointing, we can do even more. So the attack values rather are flipped. So we're gonna send the save worm. Then we set, and we set. There we go, opponent. Didn't even need Apollo USA there. But yeah, our field is pretty stacked. We have an onboard banish. And we have other things that we can do. Good God. Didn't even need Appaloosa there, but it wasn't available to us. I don't know why. Oh, right. Maxi as well. I had everything, opponent, unfortunately. All three of the Maliss trap cards are on the field. Okay, Cybernetic Horizon. I don't think that's what we negate. There are probably better targets, or we can nip it at the bud right away and use the save worm here, because I don't think there will be any better targets. Yeah, I think we do this now, before they can set up, because if I remember correctly, they have a way to still kill me, because Cyber Dragons are an OTK deck. So let's see what else they do here. I mean, I have 8,000, so let's see. Okay, sure. If this card, hold on, I'm reading an effect. I think we do it from here. No, we do it here. Hurts. No. Chimera. If sent to the graveyard, send a Cyber Dark with different names than the one in the graveyard. This adds Cyber Dragon. No. We're gonna negate that one. We need to keep their Cyber Dragons out of rotation as much as possible. So. And they're not going to be able to, actually their attacks are not going to be too profitable because of Red Ransom here, and they're co-linked as well, so they're not going to be able to do too much here. So we're going to see. Okay, yep, they're sending Claw, and Hurts is negated. So let's see what else they do here. Okay, yep, the Cyber Dragon. Okay, TB11, do we do that? Nah, not yet anyway. Let's see what else they do here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. We got Mega Fleet. Okay. Now a lot of our other stuff is dead. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Druid Swarm. We're gonna banish White Binder. Yeah, we banish White Binder. So there we go. Banish White Binder. We're gonna summon him in face-up attack position because it's slightly bigger than that. Then White Binder effect. We're gonna put her here so that it's still pointing. Then draw a card from my deck. Thank you. Then White Binder effect. Banish 3 cards of this different names. So this, and this. There you go. And let's see what you have against that, opponent. There we go. And let's see if you still have enough material in your hand. I'm assuming you do, because you still have 3 material in your hand. Cyberload Fusion. Scary, but we need to gain a little bit of life points. There we go. Banish or in your graveyard, you say. Ooh, actually, we can get Red Ransom back. I forgot about that effect. There we go. Get Red Ransom back. There we go. Gain a bit of life points. Yes, please. 2300 back. Hey. Now we have a full Monty. But we still need to contest with whatever fusion monster they get out. Okay, sure. 1600 is not scary. And you need to attack into my Maliss monsters. So, sure. Destroy. Sure. Activate effect. Sure. We're gonna get a field spell, and then we're gonna use MTP07 here. We're gonna banish that guy. We're gonna banish the Chimera Tech. No, we're not gonna link summon away everything because that's not Gucci in the slightest. There we go. Then March Hare in our hand. That's for next turn. Then we banish Chimera Tech. There we go. Now we're gone. And we're gonna add another field spell because this will be destroyed. There we go. And then, let's see, chain resolves. Yep, those are destroyed. And then, what are you gonna do, opponent? What are you gonna do? Let's see if they even have anything else. Swords of fucking Revealing Light. Jesus Christ, opponent. Anything to survive, you say. I don't actually even know if there's a pop that's possible here. Link 3 or higher Cyber's Link monster. I think we have a way. So we do that. Then we go into access code. So this, yes, user has 3 materials. There we go. We put him here in the middle of all of this. There we go. Then activate effect. Send a special summon monster. Yes. He can't attack, but I believe he can still activate his effects. So he's going to be for next turn anyway. So yeah, white binder, and yeah. That was an insane board that I somehow managed to glue together. Good God. Oh, this deck. I have not faced a single YuGiOh opponent yet, but I assume if I speak it into existence, it's going to happen. Let's move on to the next duel. Opponent won the die roll this time, so let's see if I can break their board. Well, we don't have drone and lockboard to our name, so let's see if this is even helpful against my opponent. Well, I also have impulse, but again, we're gonna see if these are more than enough. Elixir means we cannot do anything with our setup here. So a lot of our shit is pretty much dead. Because they don't really do a lot of searching. They do summon a lot, so there is that. But if they don't have the golden boy in rotation, then we are, well, golden. Let's see what we get off the top. Another Lock and Lullbird, which is not good in the slightest. So normal summon the extra one. What do you got here? Azuroon, okay. Sure. Once per turn, when an opponent wishes to special summon a monster, what this is in your monster zone. Okay, it's a solemn strike, I believe. Okay. So we're gonna try. We're still gonna try. Try and, you know, we're still gonna bait it out basically, so that we can combo chameleon off. Okay, Almirage. Do you negate this? I'm assuming you do. Then we're gonna try and keep popping off from here. Oh, okay. I guess that's not the target, but I guess there are juicier targets, so I respect my opponent for that. So we go into that, and then what more do you have? We can actually just go into the terahertz line. If anything, this is the negate though, so banish a monster from your hand, you say. So we do that. Malice in the mirror. We're gonna negate Azuroon now before we do anything else. There we go. So that he doesn't solemn strike us, and I believe we can just, yeah, it was right for them to concede there because they did, the golden boy was not in rotation. We negated their only way of counteracting whatever it is that I'm about to do, and yeah, my opponent was right to concede there. Let's just move on to the next duel. Won the die roll, or was it my opponent that made me go first? I'm not quite sure. I don't remember already. We have Ash Blossom Bait. Let's do this. So let's see what my opponent has from here. They're rocking a 55 card deck, so they're up to something really spicy here. Let's see what we can do. We go into Gold Sarcophagus, baiting out whatever it is my opponent could potentially have. Then we get Chessicat, because we have Dormouse in hand already. Then we activate Chessicat here. Then we summon her out to the field. There we go. Chessicat is live. Then we banish Dormouse. Then we draw 2 cards. We got another Dormouse, and we have not normal summoned this turn, so we're gonna be living at large. Then we do that. Then we get Dormouse. Then we get White Rabbit. Then we White Rabbit. There we go. We'll get the last one in the deck, which is GWC. And then we're going to set it, I don't know, here, I guess. Then we're going to go into a little bit of the link lines here. We can just go straight into Red Ransom, but we need a way to revive shit in order to do what we need to do. And yeah, as I was deciding what to do, my opponent's connection apparently failed. So man, people are just as tired of Maliss as they are of YuGiOh. Good God, there is really no in between in this format right now. Let's move on to the next duel. Opponent won the die roll, so let's see what kind of bullshit they're up to. We have a pretty good going second hand, but a horrible going first hand. Because if Chessicat gets negated in any way, shape, or form, we are sitting ducks. So we're gonna maxi it up. This cockroach needs to get banned, but Konami absolutely refuses to do so. So here we go. Abawaku is one of those cards that people actually consider putting into Maliss, but it goes alongside Nightmare Griffin, which is also a card I believe that got banned in the paper game. I just don't remember where. So There are Abawaku lines in Maliss, but I have been recommended against it and just wait for Allied Code Talker so that we can put in Cyber's Wicked. Until then, we're gonna be stuck with what we have here. Finally, Ryziel. There we go. Do we negate this? I believe we do. They do have 4 cards in hand, and we have Max C backing us up. So let's see if this stops my opponent. If it doesn't, then we're gonna be drawing a few cards. Let's see. Again, they're under Max C. Okay, 7th Ascension. Okay, sure. Let's see. Take a card from deck and add to hand. Sure. It does say that, right? It doesn't actually say search. Oh wait, no. I mean, the wording is slightly different, but yeah. Yeah. Reveal. Yeah. Okay, cool. They're going through their lines. 7 Tachyon is banned, I believe, in the paper game for obvious reasons. The amount of extension that card grants is just insane. So, okay, X Ryziel, sure, the main guy. Oh, I think they're still gonna push through with their combos, but they're gonna make me draw a lot of cards in the process. We need to get rid of Cross. Oh God, because as long as that thing is on the field, we're not gonna be able to do too much. Because that thing is in the gate. And okay, yeah, they went with the conservative line of detonator or detonator, as I prefer to call it. And yeah, holy shit, this is actually pretty goddamn decent, all things considered. They have a singular pop. Huh. So we negate. Negate. There you go. Do you have something for that, opponent? Okay, yep. Yeah, target a card on the field and destroy it. Yep, sure. He detached. Why did you detach Aggregator? Huh. That's not going to resolve the way you want it to. He popped himself. Holy shit. Okay. Really smart of what? I thought that was such a big brain move. Why? We could have had an interesting game there. You know, you could have probably recovered, maybe. I don't know. I have never really played against Ryziel, but yeah, there was nothing on the board at the time. So, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. What the hell happened there? I don't know. I was gonna keep going, but I guess that was a scoop of shame? Question mark. Okay then. I guess we're gonna end it here. The one time I faced Ryziel in the last match again, and they probably made a mistake somewhere, but hey, again, victories like this, I welcome them around these parts. So another one in the books for Maliss. Again, something needs to be done about this deck. I will never stop harping on that. Ryziel is more than capable of keeping it in check, as if you guys remember what happened in the previous video. But yeah, something needs to be done to Maliss in particular, because they are way too good at what they do right now. And I'm not going to stop saying that until something actually does happen to it. So if you guys like what you saw and learned a thing or two about Maliss, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.